Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings III and the Royal Court expansion. So a couple things to do here right in the beginning. First, I'd like to work off some stress, get rid of some of that stress while we can here. So this is a different event than usual. Stress coping, heavier is more. This is not enough, I think to myself, as I put down the training dagger. I've been practicing non-stop, but I'm not getting tired. I need a tougher challenge. Yes, something bigger, or perhaps heavier. Something sure to tire me out. So we could say the Russian statue will have to do. So we're gonna pick it up or something and train with it. 50% chance, actually a very high chance it's gonna reduce the durability. It looks like a 100% chance it will reduce the durability. It's a matter of how much it reduces the durability by. That's pretty good, so that's something to consider. We do get a good exercise for 1 year, increasing our prowess and our health, decreasing general opinion, probably because we're all sweaty, and we'll lose 48 stress, which we only have 40 right now. There's also a 65% chance the extra challenge will invigorate us, or a 34% chance that we overestimate our strength and become wounded. We instead commission an extra heavy training dagger. We'll lose 235 gold. So that gets us most of the same benefits as this one. The only thing we don't get is that 65% chance of the extra challenge invigorating us. We instead say, Mieszko, get over here, and will we train with him? 61% chance that it will invigorate us, so not quite as high as over here. There's a chance that Mieszko might get wounded though. I guess we're picking them up or something. Or you say there's no need for improvement at this time. Alright. Let's not damage our statue, instead potentially wound our son. Yeah, that seems like the better option. And we're practicing with wrestling. That's what we're doing. And it worked out well for us. And it invigorated us as well. Alright, excellent. So we got rid of all that stress. And got some nice bonuses. The good exercise here. Alright, so we haven't seen that event yet. Very interesting. So the other thing we need to do next is we need to arrange a marriage for Mieszko. We had talked about this last episode and gave you guys the opportunity to provide some comments on what we should do, whether we should focus on alliance power or whether we should go after a trait. Interestingly, we could do both here with the daughter of Sweden, of the Swedish king. And that'll get you an alliance and get you a trait, but it's really not the best one for us. I think what we're going to do instead, just go with the genius here. She's 18, so she's a little bit older. She has a couple negative traits here, arrogant and sadistic, but pretty good skills. She's the best possible marriage option when it's sum of all skills, so she would make a great spouse, I think. She's not set to inherit anything, and she's not very high ranking either overall, so we're going to actually lose prestige by doing this, or Mieszko will. But that's okay. She'll get a bunch of prestige, though. And we do get that one alliance, but, it's kind of irrelevant. That's just with a mayor. So yeah, they will accept this, and that's what we're going to do. Let's go with the genius trait. See if we can't get these intelligence traits into our dynasty. Or the main line of our dynasty. There's actually one more thing we need to do here. We've been trying to get control of our capital duchy here, at least get more counties in it. And there is in fact a character here who is excommunicated. So we can actually revoke his title without gaining any tyranny. So there's really no reason not to do that, other than the fact that he wouldn't be willing to accept. I guess the question is he in a faction? Is this going to result in an entire faction rebelling? Because otherwise I'll just fight him real quick and take it. And if the faction rebels, then that's not necessarily a negative thing either, because we kind of wanted that faction to rebel. This is the independent faction. Neither one of those dukes have joined. Well, that's interesting. I'm not entirely sure why they haven't joined yet, because I've been irritating them intentionally. But yeah, they're not wanting to join that faction. Okay, so nobody's really going against us at the moment, outside of those 2 weak counts. So yeah, this isn't a problem. Let's just go ahead and revoke his title. It's a 0% chance of acceptance. Would it be easier to imprison him? And would we get tyranny for doing so? Yeah, it looks like we can imprison him, but it's only 1% chance of success here, so it doesn't really matter. We'll just revoke his title. And it's a bummer we don't have a hook on him. We can try and force this on him. So yeah, we'll have to fight him real quick. Shouldn't be too difficult of a conflict, because he's only a count. Alright, so We do have that marriage arranged. Essentially, as soon as our son's old enough, because she's already of age, we'll be able to have that marriage, and hopefully they'll start having some children. All right, so he did go against us. Not surprising. It was a 0% chance that he was going to accept that. I guess what we're going to do is just raise the men-at-arms. I don't think we'll need like all the levies or whatever. So we'll just put them right here. Yeah, put them right there. Oops. Need to actually move the rally point there, don't we? Yeah, just probably raise the men-at-arms, I think. I don't think levies will be necessary, and we have a lot of men-at-arms. And then what we can do is just, let me take a look and see how long this is going to take. It'd probably be best to attack him first. Yeah, just go ahead and attack him. And then that should be a nice, easy battle, and maybe that'll win the war. There's a chance. He wants to pay homage to us. That's interesting. All right, so we'll accept it. And again, they're giving us money on most of these cases. Now, we kind of want him to rebel, so we could go with this option and insult him to decrease his opinion further. He'll get the nickname the Foreigner as well. Does that really give us any benefits, though? I guess you get court grandeur. Oh, I actually wanted to do something with the court grandeur. Yeah, I mean, you're reducing his, yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're going to do that, guys. Let's go with this one. It's fine. But yeah, I actually wanted to do something with the court. We are going to step up our lodgings. We have the money for it, and if we did that, then you'll see that our baseline would be enough to keep it at level 7. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll change the lodgings, and it gives us additional benefits as well. So that's going to apply that. And so now we have better lodgings for those who stay. Alright, so he might take off and force us to chase him around. Let's hope he doesn't. Yeah, okay, so he's going to go that way. So what we need to do is just stop for a second, and then we'll get him locked there, and that's where we'll attack him. Yeah, you never know. Maybe he's leading his own troops and we're able to defeat him. That's a possibility. Oh no! Jeffersina died. So we gave him 40 stress because she was our lover. That actually reminds me, there's another thing I was going to do, is we need a court tutor. Sophia the gardener, I think, would be a good option. So let's go put her in place. She's got good aptitude. There's also constance. She has the better learning, I suppose. But yeah, she's older. We'll put Sophia in place here. Yeah, we need a court tutor. As far as other positions, could get a master of the horse for better knight effectiveness. I mean, there's a lot of different positions here if you want to spend the money. And all that also will help increase your court grandeur as well. Alright, so nice easy battle here. Get him wiped out, and maybe that'll be enough. No, wasn't quite enough, unfortunately. So, we didn't capture anybody key there. So we'll have to do the siege. We lost 12 dudes. That's it. Alright, so we'll do the siege, and then we'll take his properties, and that'll get us up to the domain holding limit. The White Wolf. So another event with the White Wolf here. I am out with my retinue in Krakow when the road twists and takes us in close to the farmlands. It is there I see it once more, shimmering in the sun, the White Wolf. I turn to alert the others, but as I turn back, the wolf is already gone. It taunts us. Well, that's a stupid amount of stress. Jesus Christ. Really? That's like an unfair level of stress. Alright, so let's call a hunt. We need to get this out of our system, don't we? This will reduce the stress by quite a bit as well. So yeah, we'll go and do this, and maybe we'll get the White Wolf. Probably not. See if there's anything in here important. Somebody's saying that I should usurp this title, by the way, because he's going to be fairly unlikely to do it, the guy who I wanted to get it here. So we could usurp that and take it, I suppose, with our next little batch of money. I don't want to spend too much money on titles. I know it seems like there's some people in the comments that's what they want me to spend all our money on, is just getting titles, more and more titles, and giving them out. Yeah, I actually don't want to do that. There's so many other things, better things to spend money on. And it's not like we have any vassal limit issues, and opinion's not that big of a problem either right now. Rampaging boar. Alright, so it looks like we're not going to go after the White Wolf. I mean, there could be an additional event tied to it. We'll have to see. But this is our vassal here. Snapping at twigs, the rustle of branches, birds screaming in fright. They are heralds announcing our arrival, or its arrival, a massive boar heading straight for us. So we can say its path ends here with me. 79% chance we get a hunting trophy and all the prestige that goes with that. 20% chance we'll be wounded. 0% chance that we'll die because this is a prowess challenge, which we're very high on the prowess. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this rather than calling for help and losing prestige. And we gained the hunting trophy. All right, excellent. So that did give us that prestige bonus. It's a nice little bonus for a while. All right, so this siege here is going to take 5 months to get that completed. We're going to speed this up. A beautiful specimen. As we return from the county with the felled boar in tow, I cannot help but admire it, even in death. Such a fine specimen, I could envision its hide or skull decorating the walls of my court. Oh, but which option to pick? So we could say the lush pelt of the animal will be an excellent conversation piece, and we'll receive a boar hide court artifact. We can instead get the boar skull, or we can say let's focus on the delicious feast rather than a carcass trophy, and that'll increase opinion of every participant. I'm not sure what the difference are between the hide and the skull, but let's go with the skull because they look cool. So we'll take a look and see if that's better than what we have. You know what? I think we might actually have like an open place for that, like where only skulls can go. Yeah. We currently have the skull of the white stag here, which we inherited. So let's go ahead and put the skull of the renowned boar right there. And yeah, that's just a nice prestige and court grandeur bonus. All right, excellent. So court grandeur is now baseline at 64. So we could do some things to get it up to baseline 70. And then you get that increased trait, a more powerful special trait for the court type. I think it just increased it by 2+ instead of 1+. I could be wrong about that though. Might be misremembering, but got a notable guest. She has a claim on the Earldom of Middlesex. And we're returning from the hunt. So we got 150 prestige. And did not go after the white wolf, but we got rid of that stress issue that we were having, sitting at 80 stress. We do have a dynasty legacy available. All right, excellent. So we could go after the squire traditions, because remember we're going down the warfare branch, and that'll increase martial lifestyle experience points. Dynasty members are less likely to die or get wounded in battle and have a higher chance of gaining prowess serving as knights. That seems like a pretty good one for us to get, guys. There's other really great ones too if we wanted to start going down a different branch. But yeah, I really want to get this one just to make it so that when our brothers and our sons serve as knights, that they're less likely to die. I think that'd be a huge bonus for us. And then whenever you're playing as a martial character, you're also going to get the perks quicker. You get higher prowess as well, though we haven't really had issue with getting prowess for our characters, luckily. We can lawfully... okay, that's just this character here. We want to usurp this title, because I believe it was 250. So we'll go ahead and do that. Usurp the title, and then grant it out to this character, finally. So grant him the Duchy of Lithuania. And he already really, really likes us, so it's not boosting his opinion any higher here. Yeah, now he's a duke. We'll see if he ends up being a powerful noble, powerful vassal. And then maybe we'll want to change out our spy master, though maybe not, because I don't think he's quite as high as the current spy master. They're actually the same. He's really old. Yeah, he's incredibly old. He's 58, but he's got very poor health. He's got all these health issues, so he might not stick around much longer. Looks like we had a bunch of stuff just happen. We finished up the war. We got a stewardship perk. We got that siege done, and we actually captured him. So yeah, let's go ahead and enforce our demands. Gained 20 dread from that, imprisoned him, and now we can go ahead and take his titles. Let's first disband all of our troops and get the perk selected, which is going to be Golden Plume, which is going to increase your income per stress level, which again isn't really going to help us much, but is necessary for us to get that at any cost. And that's going to allow us to use the sell titles decision, and then here we'll be able to get that final trait. All right, excellent. So let's go ahead and take this guy's title now. What that whole war was over. All right, so that gets us up to the 12 titles here. Control is going to be an issue in the location. As you can see, we're down to 30. I don't know if we're currently working on control. I don't think so. I think he's just doing the organized army, so let's go ahead and have him do the increased control right here. Though I'm not entirely sure why it's not being marked as red, as it should be. But maybe it just hadn't updated. Huh. And it doesn't look like he got a sign there. There we go. I think it just hadn't updated that it needed to have control increased since the war had just ended. And the Emperor has won some conflict. Alright, so remember, we're trying to increase opinion of a character over here on our borders to see if they're willing to become our vassal. Now, somebody told me that you don't get very many points even from having maximum opinion, so it might not be enough. We did finish up the book. And it seems like it's a really good one. It's a famed book. This is going to increase our monthly prestige and our monthly stewardship lifestyle experience points. All right, that's actually really helpful because that's what our current character is working on. So we're going to want to get that put in place. I went ahead and switched out the statue with the chest. I like it over here more. As far as the books go, this is the best book we've gotten so far. Of course, that's for learning lifestyle. That's for martial. Really doesn't matter what you put in place. Since your character's only going one at a time, so you just want to make sure you have one that's giving you a benefit. And we'll get rid of this one here and put the fame book in that location. Alright, so that's going to actually help us get the next perk a little bit quicker. As far as how quick we'll get it, let's just take a peek real quick. So we're getting 36 per month, so we'll get it done in 2 years here. Fortune Builder plus 30%, of course, and then we get the plus 15%. That's like basically a 50% bonus to our our education trait, essentially. Court physician died. Okay, so we'll have to get somebody else put in place. I don't know if we have anybody, but let's just take a look before we go trying to hire. We have her. She would be the best choice. I want to see if you can have her here and here. It looks like you can. Okay, so somebody had said that early on, that court physician can also be court tutor. So that's good to know. Now, we also have some prisoners. We have this count here. Oh, he still is considered a count. Has it not updated that we took his title? No, he's still considered him a count. Even though he doesn't have any counties right now. Alright. Yeah, his wife's still considered a countess. Oh! Because his wife has a county. That makes sense. Where is she at? She's over here. Okay, so I didn't know that they were both landed. Alright, so let's just go ahead and ransom him then. He's got enough money to pay for 100 gold here. Yeah, it's a good little chunk of money to make. And then this character can ransom himself as well for 10 gold. Alright, so he'll remain pissed off at us for, us taking his title, but there's really not much he can do about it, is there? Alright, so it gets the 10 gold. We're just waiting for the 100. There we go. Beautiful. And we now have another character that can be inspired. This is an armorer. He wants to make skill armor. He's a master. So yeah, I think we should pay him to make this skill armor for us. Might end up being much better than the current armor that we're wearing. And we made that a while ago too, so that's been wearing down. Our wife is calling us into another war. It's a peasant uprising. So, I mean, we'll accept so we don't lose the fame, but we might not actually help out in this. You'd assume she'd be able to take out a peasant uprising on her own. I'm not even seeing the uprising anywhere. So I just had like a little sneezing fit. I didn't realize I didn't pause it. My allergies have just been bugging the hell out of me. I think I brought this up on the Hearts of Iron 4 series a couple times. I don't know if I brought it up on this one yet, but yeah, my allergies have been so bad this year. Like way worse than they've ever been in my whole life. I don't know what the hell's going on. There's a lot of like, plant jizz in the air or something. But it has been really bad this year. Anyways, yeah, that was just playing. I don't know how many days it went before I noticed that it was not paused yet. But anyway, she just pulled us into another conflict, guys. And this is an independence war, so therefore we kind of have to help out in it, unless she can handle it on her own. But this is a situation we've seen before in past series where we're trying to inherit something, or one instance in that Byzantine series, we're trying to become our daughter, who is the empress. And so we just need to wait till our character died. But yeah, same situation here. We're basically waiting for our character and our wife to die, so our son will inherit all this territory. And you just got to keep on fighting the damn wars to keep them alive. So yeah, we will have to raise up our army for this. I'm not entirely sure how large both of these are. Peasant Uprising is just 2,800. The Independence War is 4,700. So probably won't raise everything up. I mean, we'll raise it all up, but we'll put some of it down. As far as where we want to raise it up. All right, well, they're sieging over here. Where's the other army? I know I saw another large army in addition to that one. Here we go, right there. So we'll just raise up here somewhere in the middle. And then just raise them all up and get them sorted out. Figure out how we want to divide these. And we don't even have to raise them all up. We can go ahead and stop that. That's enough. Yeah, that's plenty enough, guys. So let's go and split off a new army. We want a good siege army. Maybe of, I don't know, 2,000 men or something like that. So hopefully they don't get attacked. Maybe we even give them a bit more. Make them less likely to be attacked. So like a couple dudes in there. There we go, beautiful. And just give our best siege commander, if we have anybody who's any good at sieges. Looks like we do not. Yeah, no siege, guys. Alright, so that's unfortunate. We'll just put, I don't know, this guy in charge. And as far as where we're going, probably to that location. I think that's the best location for this army to attack next. So let's go after that. And then with the remaining 9,500 men, let's go and get them split up. Into, do we need any more siege armies? I assume we should siege a couple more locations down. So yeah, I'll probably just throw like another 2,000 men. Again, just trying to keep these larger siege armies, I suppose, just in the hope that they don't attack them. And just put our second best guy in charge here. And he'll go after that location. And then maybe one more siege army. Yeah, one more siege army, and let's hope they don't destroy these armies while I'm over here stomping around looking for their troops. As far as where he's going to go, let's see. Where would he be most useful? Probably up here in the north, so we'll put him right here for now, just somewhere right there. And then this will be our attacking army. So we're going to want to engage these guys first. Try and chase them down, see if we can't catch them. Looks like they're going north. We'll kind of readjust. We got another army there to fight too. And enemies have joined us. Or joined against us. Alright, so we'll see if we can't get these guys wiped out. Oh, okay, that's a different army. Alright, so as soon as they get over here, let's go straight across now. Oh, they're not even over there just yet. And another faction has disbanded, and looks like the Patriarch can no longer convert there, probably because somebody else already did it. So we've converted everywhere over there. Let's go and start working on converting these guys over here. How about that character there? And we do have all these armies going everywhere, so they might end up fighting where I don't actually want them to. We'll have to see. Alright, so we just want this guy in charge here, and we'll help out in that battle, though, you know, those levies will be able to win on their own. Yeah, it looks like they were defeated, probably by our allies, is what I'm thinking. I mean, yeah, we will have a fight here, it appears. Oh, I was going to have them go this way. Let's go make sure we do that now so I don't forget. And we've already seen this event many times before, and we now have two different options. I don't think we had the option to get both piety and prestige, or prestige, I should say. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and get the piety this time. Yeah, let's get the piety. Now, I have had a few people ask me about, you know, the fact that we have all this prestige now, and why don't we go ahead and get ourselves another tradition? Well, here's the thing, guys. You can only get one tradition at a time. You can see a Reformation is already ongoing, so we cannot get a tradition until we get monastic communities here in 6 years. So until then, the prestige really doesn't have much of a use right now. So we'll have to see if we're able to get another one before Mieszko dies. It's hard to say. Alright, so that guy did get away. Alright, so that's a bummer. So we need to engage those 3,000 men up there, but I'm trying to catch these troops here. Let's go here. And I guess we won't need to go there because it doesn't seem like that's going to be an issue. Yeah, I don't think we're going to end up fighting them. They're avoiding us. They're moving quicker than us. So I guess we'll move up north then. I wish we had collected some supplies first, because that's a long journey up there. Yeah, that's a long journey, and there's really nowhere to collect supplies without splitting up the troops somewhere. Yeah, we'd have to split them up somewhere. Maybe right here or whatever. Like split them in half. Let's get over here for now. Just see if we can't catch them. You know, we have the sieges going, which is what matters. I think we have 2 sieges going right now. Yeah, 2 sieges. Also, that's that peasant revolt down here going after Kiev, so that's a problem. We should probably march down there. I was going to try and take care of these guys first, but yeah, I think it would be a good idea to instead... Well, you got this army too you got to worry about. So let's go south. Because yeah, they might end up attacking too. Oh, God damn it. She lost another title. She lost a county. And because she's a rival, we're acting like this is a good thing, but obviously that is not the case. As far as this guy that we're swaying, that's over here. I can see if he's changed his opinion yet. No, I mean, we still have him at -2. And it's -22, so if it really is only at +15 from opinion, then that would not be enough. We'll see. We'll see if that's the case or not. But yeah, you have to worry about these 1,500 here who might end up attacking down this way. But yeah, you gotta go save the capital, because that could end up losing the war against the peasants, which should not be a loss. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to come down here and fight them. And Mieszko comes of age. Alright, fantastic. I'm proud to see my son no longer as a child but as an adult with sufficient tutelage. Even a child that has displayed little natural inclination towards a careful planning, such as Mieszko, can come to truly understand its uses. Now it's harder to say, however. Everything that is tasked of him is done by others before he gets to it, and he never tells petty lies the way he used to. Perhaps he was not as clever as he seemed after all. So he gets the elusive shadow, which is the highest level education for the intrigue, which again, a big part of that was because we had him in the hands of an elusive shadow, so that played a role there. And so yeah, we got the highest one. That's what we want to see, guys. Let's go to our own character here. Back to Mieszko. He's got a hood now because he's into intrigue. But yeah, that's what we wanted. Now, even with that, his intrigue is not that high. It's a +8 bonus, but yeah, it's not all that high because his traits don't really give him any bonuses for intrigue. In fact, most of them are stewardship bonuses, and thus his stewardship is the same level as his intrigue. Not very high prowess. Okay, a horrible marshal, terrible in diplomacy. People just don't like him. So I want to go ahead and let them get betrothed now. And then we'll want to give him a title. But which county should we give him? Probably the least profitable one is what I'm thinking. So let's just take a look at our domain holdings, and then the one that grants us the least amount of money would be the one we want to give him. It looks like this is easily the poorest one, so that's probably the one we'll grant him. So yeah, let's go and grant him that. Maybe we'll give him more territory later, but you know, we want that money for ourselves. But I want to give him something so we can start working down on his on his perks. So let's go and grant him his first title. There we go. So now he holds a county. Won't put him on accounts or anything because he doesn't really have high stats. So his intrigue is much higher now that he's doing the going after a perk, doing a lifestyle. So now he's at +19 there. Okay. So let's go and continue with this conflict. We're about to get the siege done here in 4 months, and we have one more siege over here that'll be done in 5 months. I'm not moving those troops over here for obvious reasons because we're outnumbered. In fact, that 3,200 is now marching down south. Man, yeah, this is unfortunate. We have all these battles we have to engage in. We might have to retreat here. We need to pay attention to those troops, and if they start coming this way, which I assume is what they're going to do, then we need to run. This is our daughter, Yefrosina. She's been asking us for a pet rabbit for a time, and I told her I would get one for her in 3 months if she displayed more focus in her studies. She responded that she was fine with her current dedication to her studies, reward or no reward. So she's a content character. We'll probably just keep her as is. Could make her fickle or trusting instead for some stress, but yeah, we'll just leave her as content. We still need to arrange a marriage for her as well. She's 11 years old. We still haven't set anything up just yet. Yeah, I think they are marching down here. Let's go move these guys back. With the assumption that they're coming over here. I don't think we'll get the siege done in 3 months before they get over here. Yeah, I don't see how that would be the case. Yeah, I don't think we'll last 3 full months here before they attack us. Yeah, and then this army's already gone down south, and I feel like you gotta go after that capital. Yeah, they're not gonna get it done in time, guys. You're looking at 14 days here. Yeah, still 3 months. It's 2 months now. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to take off. I really don't want to lose the army here. Now, wait a minute. We actually have her army here as well, and those are some men-at-arms. Yeah, I think we'd still end up losing. We're still very much outnumbered. Even if we threw these 2,000 in there, I don't think we'd win that. I could try, but then you're losing a lot just to maybe take this location. That'll leave us, what, 4,800. But again, they got all the men-at-arms. Well, we do not. We only have her men-at-arms, which is 114 dudes here. She's got 4 knights. Maybe. What if we try? I don't know if we can get there in time, actually. Yeah, we'll try. We'll see what happens, guys. If we lose, we lose. Whatever. Another faction has disbanded. Those are some of those populace. And we should be here soon to get those guys wiped out. But yeah, they might not even be willing to attack with this army here helping us. We'll have to see. They might not be able to get over there in time. We're able to sway that count. All right, excellent. And we're going to have to sway him several more times before we get his opinion high enough. And it looks like she's taking off because she knows that this is going to be a lost battle. All right, so with her not there, this is definitely going to be a defeat. So let's just take off then. Same thing with these guys here. Just take back off into our own territory. Yeah, clearly this is not going to work out if she's not going to stick around with her men-at-arms. We did finish up this battle here. We lost 56 of our own dudes while killing 2648, and the Peasant Rebellion is now over. So she just needs to end that. So we helped her with one conflict. Now we need to march up north. Can we get... We can. I might just leave these troops here for a minute and let them get some supply. We could move up anywhere that allows us to keep supply. Yeah, we can go up to this location. Yeah, let's get the supplies back up, and then we'll go after their army here. And we'll see what they do, if they go after our troops or not. And it looks like... Did she stick around there? Or is she just really slow? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but... You see, we are being chased down. Let's retreat just a little bit further. And we're almost good on supplies. We'll let them get like another month. That war is over, and let's see what's all going on over here. Another conflict that looks like just broke out. And what's this one about? Against her tyranny. Alright, so this is just another one of her grand princes rebelling. Unfortunate. So another army we have to fight. Yeah, she just is not holding on to her territory, which is frustrating that we have to do this for her. But if we want all these, whatever we're getting from her, which at this point, you know, she already lost half of her territory. We'll have to go a little bit further in our own territory. It looks like they're still chasing us right now. We are about to get this siege here done. It'll be done in 4 days. Yeah, just 4 days. Alright, so with that siege won, we were able to capture a duchess. Got a little bit of money as well. And let me just take a look here at the Independence War. So we're now at 17% currently. So let's see where we want this siege army to go next. Alright, so you got those 2 capitals up there. You have another capital right here. Could just continue going after those ones. We're not getting any points from the siege here, so let's go after this one next. And this army can kind of shadow them up north. Make sure they don't get attacked. And then we'll go after their troops here. And then these guys will go back in and go after these locations once we get our army up there to do some battle. You have those 1,600 there, but again, they probably won't get engaged since we have our army here. Yeah, it does look like they should be safe. We'll see. Yeah, they're not going to go after us. So yeah, we'll go after that army there. Alright, so going through this way is fine. And yeah, we'll take out that location as well. Let me see which one of these is going to be more difficult, actually. Looks like it doesn't really matter. Same level. So yeah, we'll take those two locations. Maybe we'll capture somebody good. We got to engage those 1,600, which are going to come over here and try and do that siege now, I think. Alright, so we'll just go up here and we'll attack them from there. We do have some new notifications here. We can do an alliance with our son, which we should do. And we don't want to do any of those unless she can pay. She cannot. Can modify contracts, of course. We should... Well, there's really no reason to modify his contract. But yeah, we could do these two, I suppose. It makes sense to modify their contract since we will lose that hook. So if I'm not going to take these titles, because yeah, I didn't bring this up, but I had talked about it last episode, should I take their titles or kill them or whatever, and most people seem to be kind of opposed to it. I felt like we should just let them rule here. So that's what we'll do. We'll let them continue to rule, but we will modify their taxes. We'll make them pay higher feudal taxes, use the hook to do so. Not going to get us much money, but why not? I don't know what else we use that hook for. So yeah, we'll go with the higher feudal taxes. And you know, this one's a little bit, yeah, that's a little bit extra money there. Also, we can ask our head of faithful gold. I don't know why we wouldn't do that. Yeah, let's go and do that. We're not using the piety for anything else right now. All right, so we need an army to go after that. So let's go and send them into that location. And then these guys can start moving up here. I believe we can actually go after this now. Yeah, as long as I avoid that province there. And got a 783. All right, fantastic. So good little chunk of money. So let's go ahead and do some constructing. See if we can build anything in these territories first. Looks like we could upgrade the Hunter's Lodge. So let's go ahead and do that. Over here, same thing. Just do the Hunter's Lodge. And then over here, we'll do the... do the log forts. So I suppose that's good for right now. I am seeing an event over here that we have. A little language. So this is what Sophia, the court physician and tutor, she says, greeting, rearranging her blouse. I'm very interested in the upbringing of your daughter, Yefrosina. You see, I speak Baltic, a language that I believe would be most useful for her to learn, she explains with a genuine tone. I just need coin for quills, ink, parchment, and some personal compensation, of course. And so we could teach her the Baltic language. That's a lot of money. I don't think we're going to do all that. I guess we could do this one, though. She might gain a lot of stress. We'll see. But yeah, 50 gold, I can throw that. And yeah, she learns the Baltic language. All right, nice. I wish we had more of those events where they learn it really quick. Just through an event. All right, so she learned Baltic. She needs to learn High German, though. I have been considering changing up our language, guys, since we're now an empire. So, like, why are we still using the German language? I imagine it still is more prestige, and we could take a look at it. But yeah, I think changing over might be useful. So prestige, I meant court grandeur. That's what this affects. But yeah, I think it would actually give us a nice little bonus here. So yeah, I think we should go ahead and change over. Because we're going to get a little increase, a slight increase to it. And we're just not getting the same kind of bonus that you get from, like, say, the HRE is getting. So yeah, let's go and adopt a new language for our court. And that'll be really helpful because, remember, our son, we were unfortunately not able to teach him a language. So yeah, this is a slightly bigger bonus here. But yeah, we didn't teach him anything. These are our bastard children. Yeah, we didn't teach him a language. Maybe he'll learn one on his own, though probably not. I guess we'll have to see. His learning isn't terrible. So he might do all right at one. Both the stewardship has gone up and his intrigue's gone up by a lot as well from his spouse. His spouse has some very good intrigue. She's pregnant already. All right, excellent. So they like each other. So I'm glad to see that. All right, so yeah, we get more court grandeur. I don't know where we're sitting at right now. Let's see, we're at a baseline of 64. Okay. All right, so where are we at on getting over here to fight these troops? Almost there. Of course, he did accept our alliance. And the inspiration has been finished up. So it's a famed armor. So it's really good. It's named after our dynasty, the Piast scale armor. Increasing prowess by +8, prestige by 0.10, and retreat losses will be reduced. So let's see if it's better than our current armor. I know we have some decent armor on right now. Yeah, I can't recall if that's better or not, because it is famed armor. Yeah. So if we're just comparing the two, we get more prowess for this one here. Also, this one's starting to deteriorate too. That's another thing to consider. Same amount of prestige. This one results in less losses while retreating though. So yeah, it's really just, do you want prowess or do you want to lose less men when you retreat? I'd prefer to have the prowess, I suppose. So yeah, we'll put that on. So we now have new armor, and I think we're going to grant this to our son, as well as any other, artifacts we're not using. Like, we do have this sword here, increases raid speed. So this is actually better for us, the dagger. So yeah, we'll grant both of those to our son. And it'll boost his opinion with us as well. Alright, so we're going to grant him... no, that would be all that useful. So the sword. Let me do the thing I want him to get most, 'cause I don't know if there's any limit on how much stuff you send him. So we're looking for the armor here. Can you not sort by the type of artifact? It looks like that's a no. Alright, so we'll send him that one first, and then we'll send him the sword. Alright, so he's gotten that artifact. Really likes us now. Alright, so I was going to grant him that other artifact as well. And just get his prowess boosted, which is pretty low. He hasn't put that on just yet. So it's at +8. So between the two of these, it should be a nice boost for him. We'll take a look at him once we give him some time to equip all that. Alright, so moving on towards attacking that army. Let me make sure these guys, they're not going to avoid. Alright, so we have to force them through here. And then we'll attack these guys, and that'll probably be the last thing we do, although we need to avoid this here because it looks like they're taking off. They see us coming after them. We'll see if they attack over this way, how this ends up going down. We haven't started this siege over here. We're currently 4 months away from finishing it up. Alright, so we could have attacked them there. Let me see. I don't really want him to be the commander here, though. Yeah, you'd have to switch commanders if you don't want this guy in charge. He's just got a much worse advantage. And so I'd prefer him to just go after the siege location here, and we'll just chase them down. Oh, you can just attack them this way. Yeah, that works out, I suppose. Yeah, that works out. And then we'll come up through here to get to that location there. Alright, so they're going to try and defend here in the forest. There's no way for them to get away in time. Finish some war against the Archbishop there. Alright, so we got our battle here, and this is going to be the last thing that we do in today's episode, unless we have an event or something fire. See if there's anything up here that's important. Yeah, no real reason to take money from our son. Alright, so we'll see how the casualties look. Looks like we did very well in the battle as expected. We lost 109 men. They lost 2,655. That increased the war score by 33%. My elbow just popped. I don't know if you guys heard that. Popped loud as hell. Looking at how the battle went, I'm wondering if our son will be good enough to be a knight now after we gave him those items. Let's go and take a look. We did finish that battle, though, and now we're back into positive over here. But yeah, let's take a look and see how his prowess is looking. +17. So he actually is good enough to be a knight. Essentially, as soon as we do another war, he'll be one of our knights fighting for us. We have the siege going here. It'll be done in 3 months. We got these 2 units going after these locations here to start sieges, or one's going here, and then he's going over to there. And we'll have to figure out where their armies go and chase them down. There's also the 1700 over here that we've got to fight as well. I'm not sure which direction we'll go just yet. Maybe we'll split the troops or something. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one. And thanks for watching.